started with plumbing. Back then, a site called Plumbing Networks. There was no network, there was just Plumbing Networks. 2 weeks in, it came to the point where we needed to ask them for money. So, and then the way we did it, 2 weeks after, he sent them a form, and they were supposed to send it back via fax. Basically sitting in the office and waiting for the page to show up in the fax machine. It was from a plumber, I think he was in Dallas. So that was a really happy moment, seeing the $75 coming through the fax machine.
Do a time machine, and you could give yourself, a younger Jay, advice when you first started your business, what would it be?
Be a person that knows how to communicate with people, be understanding, be helpful, and communicate with people, and be honest. It's very important to be honest with people.
What's the greatest customer you say you've gotten from Networx over the years?
From one building, I've gotten other buildings to service, which is good. And it's a progression, you know. By doing good work, you get good recommendations, and also good reviews, very good staff there. So it all works hand in hand. What does Networx mean to me? Networx is great, and it's one of my number one search engines. You're like family already. You're family.
If you could go back in time and give yourself, give your younger self, advice for when you started your business, what would that advice be?
Sell quality and value.
In one word, what does Networx mean to you?
Money.
Money. Okay, well, that wasn't hard. It made it easy.
When we first started, I would have told myself to do the exclusive leads and not do the cheap leads. The one that we made the most money on was one of my first leads. He had just bought the house, and it was down around Cedar Creek Lake, and all of it replaced. He's close in dollar amount to Angelac, but it was 3 projects in one. Not only did we help him save money, but returning his house to what he remembered it as a child, that was what was rewarding for us. Money.
What's one sale that stands out for you the most?
I called this guy, right? And he did not trust me one bit. He hung up on me. This time I told him, don't hang up on me, please, please. This guy bought $1,200.
Where I had a guy on the phone and we went back to back. I mean, going at it on the phone. I'm trying to get him to listen to me. He's not trying to hear it. We go back. I end up letting him go, like just based off of standing behind what our service has to offer and what we can do for his business, and him not being open-minded. And he called me back 5 minutes later, and that was my first $5,000 sale. Since then, I haven't looked back. I've been seeing bigger and bigger sales, just thinking bigger and bigger. So that's kind of the most memorable call that I can think of.
What is the most memorable contractor that you've onboarded?
To be fair, asking me who my most memorable or asking me who my favorite is would be kind of unfair. I'm more like a teacher. All of them are my favorite.
Was there any unique situation that stands out?
Yeah. Now someone's calling them to help them set up their account when usually they didn't even know about 90% of the features that we have.
What is your most memorable save?
There was this one guy, I think the company's West Valley Air. He was just somebody that had like the basic issue call process, and after we really got to kind of break it down and conversate more on how to try these other tips, and that what he's doing not necessarily wrong. Just, hey, add this to what you're doing, great, and see what happens. And he was really open-minded to it. And I think that's what's going to make a big difference. And that's what helped us maintain.
Tell us, how have you evolved since you stepped foot in Networx?
I don't want to stroke your ego or anything as such, right? I really don't, man. But you know, the managers that I've worked with.
How does that relate to you? Like, how does that company value relate to Type B and everything that you do?
I grind. I tell everybody, even, new folks when they come in, I might not be the most talented, the most, elegant with my words, but I'm going to dial more numbers than anybody out there. And I think that's the key to this, because the more you do, the more you chop wood, the more you carry water, the more efficient you become at chopping wood and carrying water.
When I first heard of chop wood, carry water, while it helped me with my day-to-day work life, it actually helped me more with me personally than anything. It actually helped me get into I guess more of an acceptable mind place.
We used to have the first of the month was billing day. We had an employee who used to sit in his basement and manually run hundreds of credit cards every first of the month. So a little bit after I joined, we automated that and moved that all to a proper billing system, which was a huge game changer.
I don't only look at a call as making a call. I go the extra mile when I'm speaking with a contractor. If it's in regards to a license issue and they're complaining about leads, I won't open a ticket for the account manager. I will actually go through the leads with the contractors and try and resolve them while I have them on the phone with them, doing the right thing.
If you would have to describe Networx, if you would use one word to describe what Networx means to you, what would that word be?
Family.
In one word, growth.
Wowie wee woo.
Wait, how do you pronounce that? Say it one more time.
Wowie wee woo. Okay, company's growing, right? Been in business for 15 years, right? Wow. 13K, wowie wee woo, right? Like learning something new, growing. Wow. Even me personally, wowie wee woo. I didn't think I'd be here. I was a bartender for 10 years. Just wow.
Success.
Togetherness.
Family.
Connection.